Okay, we're going to study for the writing part of the test by looking at the words, looking at how the words are used, and then by learning how to spell them. The difference between this part of the test and reading is that when you read, you basically just understand. You have to understand, you have to comprehend, and you have to know what you are looking at. With the writing, which is what we are doing now, there's nothing on the paper. So you will hear the words and you will hear sentences, and then what you have to do is write down what you hear. So I think that this part of the test is going to be harder. That's why I suggest to do the reading part first, because most of the words are going to be the same. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. What we're going to do first, I'll go over a few words and then use all of those words in a sentence. By the time we're done, we should have all the words on the list for the writing test. We should have all of them rehearsed. Okay, let's get started. Adams, Lincoln, Washington, President. Okay, we're going to use these 4 words in a sentence. Ready? Adams, Lincoln, and Washington were presidents. Good. Okay, let's make another sentence. Washington is the father of our country. Good. Let's do that one more time, all the way from the top. Adams, Lincoln, Washington, President. Adams, Lincoln, and Washington were presidents. Washington is the father of our country. Good. Let's move on to some more words. North, South, states. Let's use these words in a sentence. The North and South states had a civil war. One more time from the top. North, South, states. The North and South states had a civil war. Good. Let's continue. Freedom of speech. Right. Let's use these words in a sentence. Freedom of speech is a right. Back to the top of this one. Freedom of speech, right. Freedom of speech is a right. Good. Let's continue. Okay. Here are the next set of words. 1, 100, 100 senators. Let's use these words in a sentence. There are 100 senators in Congress. Good. Now remember, at any time you can pause the video and just copy all of this with a pen and paper, because since this is the writing part of the test, You are probably going to be writing by hand with a pencil. So if you can get this list, either use my list or use the one on an immigration website and practice writing the words. Okay, let's do these over again from the top. 1, 100, 100 senators. There are 100 senators in Congress. Great. Let's do some more words. White House, Washington, D.C., Capitol. Let's use these words in a sentence. The White House is in Washington, D.C. Another one. Washington, D.C. is the capital. Good. Let's do these all over again from the top. White House, Washington, D.C., Capitol. The White House is in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is the capital. Great job. Let's continue and throw in a few new words. February, May, June, July, September, October, November. These are all months of the year. And let's use these words in a sentence. President's Day is in February. Memorial Day is in May. Flag Day is in June. Independence Day is in July. Labor Day is in September. Columbus Day is in October. Thanksgiving is in November. Great job. Let's go back to the top of this section and do the words again. These are all months of the year. Ready? Okay. February, May, June, July, September, October, November. President's Day is in February. Memorial Day is in May. Flag Day is in June. Independence Day is in July. Labor Day is in September. Columbus Day is in October. Thanksgiving is in November. Great job. Let's move on to a new set of words. United States. Flag. Red. White. Blue. The United States flag is red, white, and blue. Great job. Let's do this set of words again from the top. United States. Flag. Red. White. Blue. The United States flag is red, white, and blue. Great job. Let's move on to a new set of words. 50. 50. First. Largest. State. Alaska is the largest state. California is a state. Delaware is the first state. New York is a state. There are 50 states in the United States. There are 50 states in the United States. Great job. Let's do these words and the sentences from the top. You ready? Okay. 50. 50. First. Largest. State. Alaska is the largest state. California is a state. Delaware is the first state. New York is a state. There are 50 states in the United States. There are 50 states in the United States. Great job. Let's look at some new words. You ready? Okay. Canada. Mexico. North. South. And let's use these new words in a sentence. Canada is north of the United States. Mexico is south of the United States. Great job. One more time from the top of this section. Canada. Mexico. North. South. Canada is north of the United States. Mexico is south of the United States. These words are on the United States Immigration Services list of words for the writing test, but I did not put them in sentences before because they didn't fit as well into, the nice sentences that I wanted to use. But I think that you should look at them anyway because you never know. Take, for instance, this word down here, dollar bill. You could be asked to write dollar bill just by itself. You could be asked to write city by itself. You really don't know, so you have to be prepared to spell everything on the list and spell it by yourself. So, let's go over the words that were left over after I made the sentences, and here they are. You ready? Okay. City. During. For. Here. To. We. Dollar bill. Great. And let's keep going. Most. People. Second. Taxes. Great job. And I believe that that is the last of the words for the writing test. So, what we're going to do